Hi folks, it's me, Ghost Critic, back with a bit of a special vlog today. Let's get this straight out the way. This video will be full of spoilers, so if you have not read Ultimate Spider-Man issue 160 yet, then please stop. Hit the play later button, or just come and find it once you've read it, because I will be talking about what is going on here. You've probably read it all over the internet already. It's been on Twitter, everywhere. So it's your own fault now. If you've missed all that and you still don't know, do not continue this video. Okay, so here it is. Ultimate Spider-Man, issue 160, The Death of Spider-Man. Yes, I opened it out of its little poly bag. Oh no, I've ruined its value. Who gives a shit? Yes, here we go. 160 issues, and here we see it coming to an end. Yes, there have been people with longer runs, but Bendis has been a consistent writer throughout these 160 issues. Yes, he has his detractors, mostly going on about he makes his characters talk too much, too many talking heads bits. But you know what? People talk. People have conversations with each other. Okay, it's not an ideal situation within a comic book genre, but it worked so well and on so many different levels. I think Bendis is really, really good. He's a great storyteller, especially in Ultimate Spider-Man. You can see the passion he has for these characters. He does not put them in positions or in situations that he knows they're not meant to be in. He seems to have this such an easy way of portraying, you know, what essentially are teenagers. And this guy, I mean, he's got to be in his 30s, late 30s, surely, if not 40s. I'm sorry, Mr. Bendis, if you're not. But anyway, yes, great storyteller throughout the run, whether it was all the way back in issue 1 where Spider-Man Peter Parker was reimagined for a brand new audience. And then you can't talk about Bendis without talking about his fellow artist for such a long time, and that was Bagley. He made Spider-Man his own. He just made the most dynamic Spider-Man I'd seen for such a long time. And then of course there was Immonen, and there was LaFuente, who made his own little style, very kind of manga-esque, but still essentially Spider-Man. I mean, there are loads of others creators on this whole run, and it has just been, for me, an absolute joy to read. It's been entertaining, it's been thought-provoking, it's, you know, it's been an emotional ride. And then we get to, as we know, issue 160 and The Death of Spider-Man. And there have been a lot of thoughts about what the death of Spider-Man actually meant. Is it a literal thing? Is it a metaphorical thing in that, oh, he's just going to hang his mask up and walk away from it all? But for those who have read it, who are still here, he dies. I do the little quotation mark because you know what? I might be in denial here just a little bit, because this is one of my all-time favourite present day runs of any comic book title. I don't believe he's really dead. No. We had this in Ultimatum. We had the whole I'm sure it was Mary Jane walking down the street up to Aunt May's, holding the tattered mask of Spider-Man, and we all just presumed he was dead. No, again, no one actually said he was dead. And it's the same in this issue. Sure, he appears to die in Aunt May's, Mary Jane's arms, but no one actually says he's dead. For all we know, he could just be unconscious. For all we know, they may do a clone thing. I hope not. I hope they do it some other way. But no, this is not, I believe, the end of Peter Parker, or indeed Spider-Man. At least I hope not. Anyway, the issue is one big fight scene, really. And in a way, it's disappointing. We've seen Spider-Man fight Green Goblin before, time and time again. And there is that kind of an originality about it. Yes, they smack each other around for a bit. Green Goblin gets the upper hand. But in the end, through, you know, a lot of perseverance and blood and sweat and tears, you know, Spider-Man, Peter Parker, he triumphs. At least for another day. And that's kind of what we got here again. So the impact of this issue just didn't really cut it with me. And the emotional parts of it, Mary Jane trying to leave the house knowing that something really bad is happening just a couple of streets away from her, and it's probably, you know, Peter's life in danger, didn't really pull the old heartstrings. Aunt May and Gwen driving away well, no, they're already back, but the whole trying to get them away, the tears at the end, it just wasn't enough, which was so disappointing. It did feel a bit of an anticlimax. But if we take the whole series as a whole, I've enjoyed myself. I do say again, I hope he comes back. I really think deep down Bendis has got to bring him back. I know they do some very brave moves in the Ultimate Universe, but generally things go back to, for the Ultimate line, the status quo. But who knows? Again, the end bit as well was the end panel. I mean, this isn't, we don't leave on Peter Parker dying. We actually leave on Norman Osborn. And I don't know whether this is just the artwork and it's not, I don't know whether it's being too subtle or the colouring on this is off, but maybe it's just my imagination. I keep looking down at the page to work it out, but is that his eyes open? There does just seem to be a weird kind of feeling that this isn't the end. The close-up, getting closer and closer to Norman Osborn's face, maybe it is just because in each panel it gets more magnified, but I seriously don't think he's dead. Which in turn wouldn't be very fair on Peter or Spidey, for him to be dead but Green Goblin, Norman Osborn, to come back. Anyway, what did you guys think? Were you impressed with this issue? Do you think it's a fitting end for the Ultimate Spider-Man series? I think it was let down a little bit. Comment, rate, subscribe as usual. I will do a full review video of everything else I collected after this. Will be up either, I might get a chance to do it tonight. If not, it'll be on somewhere over the weekend. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed. Take care. Bye.